Hello, English learners. Welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And my name is Erica.
Today, we're bringing you another one of our sports lessons, and this time, we're going to go to a boxing match.
That's right. So we're going to be learning language that you can use if you're talking about boxing, but not only boxing, right?
Right. We can also use this language for describing a fight or somebody that's fighting.
Okay, so not that we're asking our listeners to get into fights, but if ever you see a fight, at least now you'll have the language to talk about it.
Exactly. So let's listen to our dialogue for the first time. It might sound familiar. We have the legendary Rocky Balboa at English Pod fighting for the heavyweight championship. So let's see what happens.
Welcome back, boxing fans. My name is Rick Fields, and here with me is the man with the iron jaw, Bob Copeland.
Thank you, Rick. We're coming to you live from Las Vegas. We're in the beautiful MGM Grand Hotel and Casino, where the World Heavyweight Championship is about to get underway.
That's right, Bob. We're about to witness the legendary Italian stallion himself, Rocky Balboa, square off against his lifetime rival, Apollo Creed. This will be a gruesome match for sure.
Both fighters are in the ring, and we are about to begin.
In the blue corner, weighing in at 220 pounds, the former heavyweight champion of the world, the master of disaster, the one and only Apollo Creed. In the red corner, weighing 218 pounds, and with a record of 47 wins and 37 knockouts, the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Italian stallion, Rocky Balboa.
There's the bell, and this fight is underway. Apollo quickly attacks Rocky with quick, strong jabs. Rocky dodges successfully and counterattacks with a strong right hook.
Apollo is cut. Rocky landed a strong blow to his right eyebrow and cut him.
This is his chance. Rocky quickly throws a left, right, another left. Apollo is getting pounded.
Apollo recovers with a powerful haymaker and catches Rocky off guard. He's down. The ref starts the count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow, sounds like a great fight.
Amazing fight, and I don't know who's going to win. Rocky apparently got knocked down. What do you think will happen?
Well, if I know anything about Rocky Balboa, he will not stay knocked down for long.
All right, so let's take a look at some of the language we saw in this dialogue in Language Takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Well, Rick Fields said that we have a very gruesome match tonight.
A gruesome match.
Gruesome.
All right, so if something is gruesome...
It's bad, it's terrible, it's bloody.
Okay, bloody, terrible, very hard, or like a gruesome fight would be a very bloody fight.
Yeah, or a gruesome film.
Okay, very good. So, gruesome.
Now, they mentioned that both fighters are in the ring.
Both fighters are in the ring.
The ring.
Okay, so the ring is the physical space where they fight.
But isn't it square?
Yeah, it is square. It is not really circular, but it's called a boxing ring. I'm not really sure why.
Well, maybe one of our listeners knows and can tell us about that, because I am not an expert on boxing. But what I do know is our next word. They were describing Rocky Balboa's career, and they said he had 37 knockouts.
Okay, a knockout.
A knockout.
In this sense, knockout is a noun. A knockout is when the fighter hits the other fighter and he falls to the ground and he can't get up in 10 seconds because he's tired, he's dizzy, he's hurt.
Okay,
so that's a knockout.
Okay, so this is a technical boxing word. It's the action of falling to the ground and not getting up.
Right, but there's also a verb, to knock out.
Or to knock someone out. So
exactly.
So when you say, I knocked this guy out.
It means I hit him so hard that he fell to the floor and maybe he was unconscious for a while.
So he fell asleep, basically.
Almost.
Yeah.
So it's very similar, the noun form to the verb form. Like basically, if you knock someone out, you get a knockout.
Okay, so to knock someone out, a knockout.
All right. Now for our next word, we saw as Apollo quickly began to jab Rocky Balboa.
So the noun, a jab.
So a jab. Quick jabs.
So a jab is a kind of punch, right?
It's a fast, short, but not very strong punch.
Okay, so a technical boxing word, a jab.
A jab.
This can also be a verb, right?
Right, so to jab. To jab. Now, Apollo was throwing jabs and Rocky began to dodge.
All right, and that's our next word, to dodge.
Dodge.
D-O-D-G-E, to dodge.
All right, so if you dodge, you're trying to avoid getting hit.
Right, so you move your body so that you're not hit.
Exactly. Now, we can also use it in different ways. Not only do you dodge when somebody's trying to punch you, you can also, for example, dodge a bullet.
Right, so when you dodge a bullet, you avoid some bad situation or some bad event.
Right, so we have many examples of dodge used in other contexts, so why don't we listen to some examples?
Example 1. See that guy dodging through the traffic? He's going to get hit by a car if he's not careful. Example 2.
Well, the storm turned south, so it looks like we managed to dodge a bullet.
Example 3. Look, you're the one who is in charge of sales and the numbers are down. It's your problem, so stop trying to dodge your responsibilities.
You know, that word reminds me of another sport, dodgeball.
Oh, dodgeball, exactly. Same principle.
Yeah, but that's an entirely different lesson. I think we need to focus here on the boxing vocabulary. So the announcers said that Apollo is getting pounded.
To get pounded.
To get pounded.
Now, if someone is getting pounded...
they're getting hit really hard.
And a lot.
So to get pounded.
Get pounded. And now we have one more word, and it's also another boxing term called a haymaker.
A powerful haymaker.
Okay, so Apollo received a powerful haymaker.
Now, this word is actually new to me. So, Marco, what does it mean?
Basically, it's a very strong, very wild punch.
Okay, so you don't have really good form. Your body is kind of moving all over the place.
Right, so you don't have much balance, so you just throw your entire body and your fist at someone to hit them as hard as you can. That's a haymaker.
All right, a technical boxing word here for you guys. But now we've got some interesting phrases for you on Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
All right, so on Fluency Builder today, we're going to take a look at some of these phrases, and we have 4 of them for you today. So let's get started with the first one.
Well, the announcers said that the boxing match was about to get underway.
Okay, to get underway.
To get underway.
So again, this is another way of saying about to begin.
Right.
All right, so we're about to get underway with this new project.
Or the meeting's just about to get underway, so make sure everyone's here.
Very good. So the match was about to get underway, and the sports announcer said that Rocky Balboa is going to square off against his lifetime rival.
So we're going to look at this phrase, to square off against someone.
All right, I'm going to square off against Jim.
All right, when you square off against Jim, you get ready to fight with him or to compete with him, right?
Right, so we're about to have a one-to-one competition.
So this is like a sports word, but it's also really commonly used in a lot of different contexts. So why don't we hear a few more examples of how we can use this phrase, to square off?
Example 1.
The 2 countries are moving their armies close to the borders as they prepare to square off in a border dispute.
Example 2. Italy and Brazil are squaring off in the final game this afternoon. Example 3.
Lisa and Daniel squared off against each other in the marketing meeting today. They were both pretty angry.
All right, so great examples, and I think we can use it now not only in boxing, but in other situations.
Now, Bob said that Rocky landed a strong blow.
to land a strong blow.
All right, so land a strong blow. Now, let's break this down. So a blow.
A blow is a punch or a hit.
Okay, and when you land a strong blow, what happens?
You basically successfully hit your opponent with a punch or hit.
So you hit them, so your fist meets their body.
Yes, so your fist landed on their body.
So I could also change this a little bit. I could say, I landed a punch.
Right. Or in boxing terms, he landed a strong left jab.
Okay, so to land a blow.
The announcer described it as Rock threw a left.
To throw a left.
So he said he threw a left and a right.
Now again, we'll take this one apart. So a left, what are we talking about?
Basically a left punch, but we can omit punch.
Okay, so it's a punch with your left hand, but the verb throw, you throw a left punch.
So basically you punch somebody with your left.
Okay, so it's just another way of saying to punch someone.
To punch someone, right?
Yeah.
So Bob started to throw some punches at the other guy.
All right, or look over there, that guy's throwing punches.
All right, so to throw a left, to throw a punch.
Now, again, you can use this in a lot of different ways with a lot of different types of punches. So you could say to throw a jab.
Okay, or throw an uppercut.
Or throw a hook.
Okay, so now that we've seen all these phrases, why don't we listen to the dialogue for the very last time, and we'll come back in a little bit.
Welcome back, boxing fans. My name is Rick Fields, and here with me is the man with the iron jaw, Bob Copeland.
Thank you, Rick. We're coming to you live from Las Vegas. We're in the beautiful MGM Grand Hotel and Casino, where the World Heavyweight Championship is about to get underway.
That's right, Bob. We're about to witness the legendary Italian stallion himself, Rocky Balboa, square off against his lifetime rival, Apollo Creed. This will be a gruesome match for sure.
Both fighters are in the ring, and we are about to begin.
In the blue corner, weighing in at 220 pounds, the former heavyweight champion of the world, the master of disaster, the one and only Apollo Creed. In the red corner, weighing 218 pounds, and with a record of 47 wins and 37 knockouts, the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Italian stallion, Rocky Balboa.
There's the bell, and this fight is underway. Apollo quickly attacks Rocky with quick, strong jabs. Rocky dodges successfully and counterattacks with a strong right hook.
Apollo is cut. Rocky landed a strong blow to his right eyebrow and cut him.
This is his chance. Rocky quickly throws a left, right, another left. Apollo is getting pounded.
Apollo recovers with a powerful haymaker and catches Rocky off guard. He's down. The ref starts the count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So as I mentioned, Marco, I'm not really that much of a fan or that knowledgeable about boxing. And actually, this is becoming a theme in these sports lessons, isn't it?
Well, boxing is a very popular sport in North America. I'm not really that big of a fan, but I have seen a couple of matches, and it's very interesting because, as we saw in our dialogue, most big fights take place in Las Vegas at some big hotel.
Right, but you said it's super popular and everyone wants to watch these matches, and obviously everyone can't go to Las Vegas. So what's the common way for most people to watch these boxing matches?
Right, so in the United States, there's something very popular called pay-per-view, and I'm sure in your countries you have something similar. Basically, pay-per-view, you can buy the fight so you can have access to it and watch it on your TV.
But you only pay one time to watch like maybe 2 hours, right?
Right. So let's say you're at your house, it's 6 o'clock, and the fight begins at 8. So you can call your TV cable company, or maybe use on the internet with a credit card, and they activate it on your TV so you can watch the fight, and when it's over, well, you finished watching it.
Now, it's pretty expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, pay-per-view can be very expensive depending on what event it is, because sometimes it's boxing matches, concerts, or special events. So it can maybe cost, I don't know, $60, $80, maybe $100. So it's very popular for one house to buy the pay-per-view, and then many friends come over and everyone chips in with $5 or $10 and everyone watches it on one TV.
All right, so the pay-per-view boxing party, a common way to watch the sport in America.
Exactly.
Now, why don't you guys visit our website and tell us about boxing? Do you guys like it? Do you know anything about it? Are you guys maybe even boxers yourselves?
Or former boxers. All right, so we'll see you guys at our website. And also, if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them there as well.
You can find us at englishpod.com. And until next time, thanks for listening and goodbye.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. A plastic protective piece placed inside the mouth to protect the teeth.
Mouth guard.
Causes horror or disgust.
Gruesome.
To prepare to fight.
Square off.
Shorts worn for swimming or athletics.
Trunks.
Land.
Land.
An elasticated belt with a pouch to support the genitals, worn by male athletes.
Jockstrap.
Avoid being hit by something.
Dodges.
A quick, strong blow with the head.
Headbutt.
Hit hard multiple times.
Pounded.
An illegal blow below the waist.
Low blow.
Let's try that faster. To prepare to fight.
Square off.
Hit hard multiple times.
Pounded.
Land.
Land.
An illegal blow below the waist.
Low blow.
Causes horror or disgust.
Gruesome.
A quick, strong blow with the head.
Headbutt.
An elasticated belt with a pouch to support the genitals, worn by male athletes.
Jockstrap.
Avoid being hit by something.
Dodges.
Shorts worn for swimming or athletics.
Trunks.
A plastic protective piece placed inside the mouth to protect the teeth.
Mouth guard.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Gruesome.
Last night's match was one of the most gruesome fights I've ever seen. Both fighters were bleeding heavily.
Gruesome.
Wow, that is one gruesome looking cut. You might need to go to the doctor and get stitches.
Gruesome.
The police described the scene of the crime in gruesome detail.
Square off.
The two countries are moving their armies close to the borders as they prepare to square off in a border dispute.
Square off.
Italy and Brazil are squaring off in the final game this afternoon.
Square off.
Lisa and Daniel squared off against each other in the marketing meeting today. They were both pretty angry.
Land.
Wow, Apollo just landed an impressive right hook to Rocky's ribs. That's going to hurt.
Land.
Hey, I didn't lose too badly in the fight yesterday. I landed a few good punches here and there.
Land.
Land an uppercut while he moves closer to you, and you will be sure to win the fight.
Dodges.
See that guy dodging through the traffic? He's going to get hit by a car if he's not careful.
Dodges.
Well, the storm turned south, so it looks like we managed to dodge a bullet.
Dodges.
Look, you're the one who is in charge of sales, and the numbers are down. It's your problem, so stop trying to dodge your responsibilities.
Pounded.
If you say one more thing about my mother, I'm going to pound you.
Pounded.
Rocky was knocked out in the 5th round. He was getting pounded all night long.
Pounded.
I don't think that movie is going to win any awards. It was pounded by the critics. Hello everyone and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
My name is Catherine, and today we have another holiday lesson for you guys. It's an intermediate level lesson, but it's not about Christmas and it's not about New Year's. So what's this holiday, Marco?
It's like after Christmas but before New Year's.
Okay, so let's look at this holiday in today's vocabulary preview.
Vocabulary preview.
All right, so as you noticed in the title, this is called Boxing Day.
Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
So like fighting boxing
No. Kind of like boxes, right? It's more related to boxes.
Exactly. So this is a holiday that we don't actually celebrate in America. It's celebrated in what are called Commonwealth countries. That means countries that used to be a part of Great Britain or that are a part of Great Britain. So England,
Okay.
Scotland, Canada, Australia. And this is a day where, well, it's considered a holiday because it's a bank holiday. That means all the banks close. No one's at work. It's the day after Christmas, so it's December 26th. And it's traditionally a day when you give money or gifts to the poor.
Okay. And so this is more or less what we're going to be talking about, but more modern, right? Before it was like that, but now it's kind of become this shopping thing, right?
It has. It's a day when everyone goes to the sales after Christmas to return things or to buy new things. So we're going to hear about this right away in today's dialogue. And when we come back, we'll be talking about some of the phrases and words that you've heard.
What do you think of this one?
So-so.
And this one? Too flashy?
Nah, not too flashy.
Oh, and this sweater from my aunt, isn't it hideous?
Yes.
Are you even listening? I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
And I'm trying to watch the game, but you're yapping on about your new clothes.
Well, I have to decide which gifts to keep and which to exchange for better ones when I go to the Boxing Day sales this afternoon.
Well, could you do me the favor of making this quick? It's the third quarter and you've been blabbering on since the first.
Oh, your precious game. You watch the same game every year, and each year your beloved hometown team loses by at least 3 goals.
Oh, no, you didn't. You didn't just insult the Salisbury Seals, did you? Why don't you just go return all those stupid clothes and not come back until the sales are over?
I might just. Enjoy your stupid game.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
All right, great. So we're back, and interesting, the couple fighting right after Christmas.
Well, I think it's very common to hear fights around the holidays. People are very stressed out.
And tired of dealing with family and presents and all the stress, right?
Exactly.
But we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Right now, why don't we take a look at 4 key words in language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Okay, these first 2 words are words that the wife uses in talking about some of these clothes that she got as presents. So she says, well, she asks her husband, is this too flashy?
Flashy.
Flashy.
All right, so, flash, like the camera flash, right?
Yeah.
This big light. Now, flashy, when you're talking about clothes or an object, it's too noticeable, right?
It's too noticeable, too bright, too loud. So, for example, a black shirt is not flashy.
But an orange shirt.
An orange shirt with buttons and bells and
Black.
rhinestones, diamonds, that's flashy.
All right,
okay?
flashy.
Flashy can also mean something that it's supposed to look expensive.
Okay. So that sweater was a little bit flashy, according to her. And but also she talked about another sweater being hideous.
So hideous is an ugly word, and it means ugly.
Ugly.
Okay, so I could say this sweater is hideous. That means it's not only ugly, it's really ugly.
Okay, it's more than ugly. All right, a hideous sweater. And moving on, the guy now was a little bit irritated and stressed out, and he said, you keep yapping on about your new clothes. So what is this yapping on?
Well, yap is a sound like yap, 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 yap.
Right.
So yapping, to yap on about means to continue to talk and talk and talk about something.
Okay.
Because he's watching the football game on
Right.
TV, and she's talking and talking and talking, and he's annoyed. So this is rude. You say, stop yapping about this, or stop yapping on about your game.
All right.
It's very rude. It means just stop talking. I'm annoyed.
And well, then he mentioned another phrase that is pretty much the same thing, right? Blabbering on.
To blabber on about, means to talk about something, but to not really make sense. Okay, so it's just worthless talk.
So you're just talking to talk. You're not really saying anything interesting.
Exactly. And so sometimes we make fun of people who blabber on about things because they're not important to us or they sound stupid.
All right. Okay, so 4 key words there. Blabbering on, yapping on. Why don't we listen to them again in the dialogue?
What do you think of this one?
So-so.
And this one? Too flashy?
Nah, not too flashy.
Oh, and this sweater from my aunt, isn't it hideous?
Yes.
Are you even listening? I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
And I'm trying to watch the game, but you're yapping on about your new clothes.
Well, I have to decide which gifts to keep and which to exchange for better ones when I go to the Boxing Day sales this afternoon.
Well, could you do me the favor of making this quick? It's the third quarter and you've been blabbering on since the first.
Oh, your precious game. You watch the same game every year, and each year your beloved hometown team loses by at least 3 goals.
Oh, no, you didn't. You didn't just insult the Salisbury Seals, did you? Why don't you just go return all those stupid clothes and not come back until the sales are over?
I might just. Enjoy your stupid game.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
All right, we're back. So now we have a couple of different phrases that we want to look at on Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
Okay, so this first phrase is very closely related to the days after Christmas, especially here on Boxing Day. We've got someone who's talking about going to the stores, to the sales, to exchange her gifts for better gifts. Okay, to exchange something for something better. This is a very common construction. It's an important phrase when talking about shopping.
So when we look at this construction, you would say to exchange this sweater for a better one or for a larger one.
Exactly. So you can change the adjective, the word that's describing it. So you can say to exchange these shoes for bigger ones. I could also joke and I could say, I'm going to exchange my boyfriend for a better one if he's being rude to me.
Okay, so to exchange something for something else.
Exactly.
All right. And then we saw another phrase that the husband replied to when she offended him with his football team. He said, "Oh, no, you didn't."
Didn't what?
I know, didn't what? No, you didn't what?
All right, so this, like you said, doesn't make sense alone, but some cultural context might help. In English, we often say this phrase to mean, "Oh, no, you didn't just say that."
Or you didn't just insult my team.
He's saying, "I can't believe you just said that." He's upset because what she said was rude or mean. Okay, so I could say, Marco, I think Ecuador sucks.
Oh no, you didn't.
I did just say, I don't think so, actually.
Right.
But
so it's usually a response, right? You have to wait until somebody maybe says something mean or something that, really hurts your feelings or you don't agree with when you respond to this. But you're usually very, very offended, right?
Exactly. It's always a response to a comment that has made you angry or upset.
Okay. And our last phrase is when they finished talking and they were fighting, she left and said, "I might just."
Just what?
I know, just what?
See, again, these are common phrases, but they don't seem to make much sense alone. I might just. So let's listen to, this is a response. Again, this is a response to the line before it. Why don't you just go and return all of those stupid clothes and not come back until much later? And she says, I might just do exactly what you just said.
Okay.
She's threatening him. She's saying, I might just go out and not come back for 10 hours.
All right. I might just do that.
Okay, so that's a way to say, what you said, I might do that. And I'm threatening you.
So again, it's usually a response, right? Or a threat, as you said.
So I could say, Marco, why don't you just leave?
All right, I might just.
Uh-oh. What am I going to do in the studio
By
alone?
yourself. All right, so 3 interesting phrases there. Why don't we listen to all the words and phrases again in our dialogue one last time.
What do you think of this one?
So-so.
And this one? Too flashy?
Nah, not too flashy.
Oh, and this sweater from my aunt, isn't it hideous?
I guess.
Are you even listening? I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
And I'm trying to watch the game, but you're yapping on about your new clothes.
Well, I have to decide which gifts to keep and which to exchange for better ones when I go to the Boxing Day sales this afternoon.
Well, could you do me the favor of making this quick? It's the 3rd quarter and you've been blabbering on since the 1st.
Oh, your precious game. You watch the same game every year, and each year your beloved hometown team loses by at least 3 goals.
Oh, no, you didn't. You didn't just insult the Salisbury Seals, did you? Why don't you just go return all those stupid clothes and not come back until the sales are over?
I might just. Enjoy your stupid game.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right, we're back. So Boxing Day, as you said, is usually a Commonwealth thing. In the United States, you don't really have it, right?
We do not. My family, I don't know why, but my family sometimes celebrates it. We have friends who come over and we have a nice Boxing Day meal. But I've been told that the tradition in Commonwealth countries is to watch sporting events, local sporting events, and to go shopping for all these sales and bargains and exchange all those ugly, hideous, annoying or bad gifts that you received at Christmas.
Right. So it's usually like the after Christmas sales.
Exactly. So if you have any special Boxing Day traditions, I'd be very curious to hear them. Again, not a holiday related to the sport boxing. It's spelled
Right.
the same way and it looks the same, but they're
Nothing
very
to do with
different.
it.
No. So if you have any stories or questions about the things that we talked about today, please do let us know on our website, englishpod.com.
All right, we'll see you guys there, and until next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Smart and noticeable, but in a rather vulgar way. Flashy. Bark in a high-pitched tone. Nag. Yap. Give something and receive something in return. Exchange. An occasion for buying at special price. Sale. Help someone. Do someone the favor.
Let's try that faster.
Give something and receive something in return. Exchange. Smart and noticeable, but in a rather vulgar way. Flashy. Bark in a high-pitched tone. Nag. Yap. Help someone. Do someone the favor. An occasion for buying at special price. Sale.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Flashy. I don't like jewelry with lots of diamonds because I think it is too flashy. Flashy. Her sequined dress was way too flashy. Flashy. The Las Vegas Strip is known to have flashy hotels, flashy casinos, and flashy cars. Yap. I tried to think of an excuse to leave, as my date kept on yapping about sports statistics. Yap. She yapped on all night about how her and her prom date were meant for each other. Yap. He kept yapping on and on about how he was right and his father was wrong. Exchange. Most stores have an exchange policy if you want to return what you bought. Exchange. When I got home, I found out that the color of the tablecloth didn't match the kitchen at all, so I took it back to the store and exchanged it for a different color the next day. Exchange. In exchange for your sparkle sticker, I will give you 2 of my big stickers. Sale. Many stores expand their Boxing Day sales up until New Year's Eve. Sale. The mall is usually very crowded on Boxing Day because of the special sales. Sale. Clearance sales usually have big discounts because the purpose of the sale is to get rid of all the old merchandise. Do someone the favor. Can you do me the favor of turning off the television? It's on all the time. Do someone the favor. Can you do us the favor of handing over your wallet so no one will get hurt? Do someone the favor. Can you do me the favor of letting me know you have to use the bathroom before we get into the car?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
Hi guys, my name is Catherine, and today we're talking about something that is a little bit private.
That's right, but very necessary to learn in English because it's very, very useful.
That's right. So we're talking about clothing, more specifically underwear. So the clothes you wear under your clothes.
That's right. Okay, so let's just jump into the dialogue. Let's see what happens today, and we'll be back in a bit.
Lily, I found a pair of men's boxers in the laundry machine this morning.
What? That's weird. Are they your boyfriend's?
Nah, Kevin only wears briefs. Plus, this pair is extra small.
What do they look like?
They're light blue with thin pink stripes. Oh, and there's a Snoopy on it, which is hilarious.
Those are my undies.
All right, so a lot of great vocab there. Let's take a look at that now on Language Takeaway.
Language takeaway.
So the first thing we have here in language takeaway is actually very interesting, Marco, because we don't say one underwear or one boxers. We say a pair of, just like pants, a pair of pants or a pair of underwear.
A pair of pants, a pair of shorts, of socks. The same thing goes for underwear. So I really don't know why, because it's one piece.
So are pants, but
Right.
basically you have 2 holes, 2 places for your legs. So anything with your legs, your socks, your shoes, your pants, your underwear.
You need a pair.
We say a pair because you've got the both sides, left and right.
Okay. All right, so you got a pair of men's boxers. Now, before we describe the underwear part, let's take a look at this other machine, a laundry machine.
Okay, so you know what a machine is. It's usually something that uses electricity to help us with a task or a job. But a laundry machine is special because it helps us clean our laundry. What kind of things are laundry?
So anything that's your clothes. So basically, it's also called a washing machine, right? So laundry machine or washing machine, same thing.
It uses water and soap to wash your clothes.
That's right. Okay, so now let's get into the type of underwear here, specifically for men. Usually, we have boxer shorts.
That's right. So shorts means that they're not long, they're short, but boxers or boxer shorts, as you say, are usually pretty loose. They're not very tight, and they're longer than the other kinds of underwear we have.
Okay, so boxers are a type of underwear that men wear under their clothes, and as you say, they're pretty much shorts. But they're called boxers, or you can call them boxer shorts. Now, I guess the classic or the common form of men's underwear are called briefs.
Briefs. Now, these are smaller than boxers, and they're tighter. Okay. And they are usually made out of some kind of material that stretches. You can pull them a little bit. And this is again a smaller version, a smaller kind of underwear. That's right.
So boxers are more like shorts. Briefs are kind of and briefs are not really shorts. They're more like kind of like a swimming suit. They look like.
Yeah, like a bathing suit bottom for men.
Okay. Now, that's it, right?
Undies.
Okay. Undies. Okay, so both these things we could actually describe as undies.
That's right. So undies is a common spoken language way of saying underwear. Okay, so it's very casual. And it's usually something that we say with our family or friends. Especially moms like to say this with their kids.
Undies.
All right, honey, I'm going to buy you some new undies this week. And of course, as a child, you feel very embarrassed. But undies is a way to say underwear.
All right. Okay, so that's all the vocab that we have for you on Language Takeaway. Why don't we listen to our dialogue again? And we'll be back in a bit with Fluency Builder.
Lily, I found a pair of men's boxers in the laundry machine this morning.
What? That's weird. Are they your boyfriend's?
Nah, Kevin only wears briefs. Plus, this pair is extra small.
What do they look like?
They're light blue with thin pink stripes. Oh, and there's a Snoopy on it, which is hilarious.
Those are my undies.
All right, we're back. So now let's take a look at some descriptive words in Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
All right, so as you said, Marco, we have a lot of great phrases today and some words for describing underwear. And you can describe other things with these words as well. The first one we have is phrase extra small.
Okay, so when you buy underwear, the sizes, you sometimes get small, extra small, large, medium, but it's just a way of describing how big it is.
Right, so you know the S, the M, and the L are small, medium, and large. But if you see the XS, that's extra small, it means it's very small. All right, we also have XL, which is extra large.
That's right. Okay, so now that we've described the size, now we're going to describe a little bit of how they look like, the colors and maybe any characteristics. So the first thing that we see is the color is light blue.
Okay, so we've got blue, which is normal blue. We have light blue, which is maybe the color of the sky on a beautiful summer day. There's also, we didn't hear it in today's dialogue, but there's another color. It's dark blue, which is almost more like purple or black.
That's right. So this is the way of describing a color. Now, it can be for any color except white. You don't really say light white or dark white.
Yeah, you don't. So you could say light green, light orange, dark orange.
Okay. And now some characteristics. They had some thin pink stripes. So we have the word here, thin.
So not fat, thin.
Pink, we have the color, but what are stripes?
Okay, stripes are a very common design for clothes. And you often see stripes, they're like lines. Okay. And so that means that you have different lines that are pink. You often see stripes on flags. So, for example, the American flag has red and white stripes.
Okay, very good. So, as you said, they're lines. And yeah, usually in clothing you can find maybe shirts that have vertical stripes or sometimes even horizontal stripes.
Yes, but these undies are quite unique. They're very special because they have pink stripes.
That's right. Okay, so that's all the language we have for you. Why don't we listen to our dialogue one last time, and we'll be back in a little bit.
Lily, I found a pair of men's boxers in the laundry machine this morning.
What? That's weird. Are they your boyfriend's?
Nah, Kevin only wears briefs. Plus, this pair is extra small.
What do they look like?
They're light blue with thin pink stripes. Oh, and there's a Snoopy on it, which is hilarious.
Those are my undies.
All right, so in this case, we're talking about men's boxer shorts because there was a confusion about the boyfriend. But women also wear boxer shorts. It's very popular now among women.
Yeah, it is. It's usually something that women wear over their underwear. Women don't really wear boxer shorts as underwear. Women's underwear is smaller. It's like men's briefs. They're small.
Okay, so if a girl wears boxers, then it's usually for maybe if they're just around the house and you don't want to wear pants and you don't want to wear shorts, you can just wear a pair of comfortable boxer shorts.
Exactly, like they were pajamas.
Okay. And actually, I think a lot of girls also use boxer shorts as pajamas, right?
That's right.
Okay.
They're comfortable and they're light and, you know, they're usually made from cotton, which is a nice material to sleep in.
Now, when we're talking about briefs, there's also another way that I've heard that they're called sometimes, a more maybe funny way of calling them. Some people say they're called tidy whities.
That's right. This is usually something we say to joke because in America, at least, many young men like to wear boxers.
Right.
And so they call briefs tidy whities.
Because usually their briefs are just white. They're plain. They don't have any
plain.
design or any other color.
No, they're plain and they're white usually or gray, and they're tight, not like boxers. So the casual name, this is not something you want to say to your English teacher, by the way. The casual name or the funny name is tidy whities.
Tidy whities. And actually, this is a very interesting because with newer generations, I think men are wearing boxers instead of briefs. Before, I think the only option was briefs.
Exactly.
But now boxers have grown more and more popular, and I think when you're a little kid, your mom always buys you little briefs and everything, but then when you're a teenager, I think you just switch over to boxers.
It's not as cool anymore to wear briefs.
Yeah, I think it's the whole fact of how kids sometimes dress with saggy or baggy pants, and so they like to show their boxers.
That's right.
Underneath for some reason.
I don't really understand it. But if you do, let us know. Our website is englishpod.com. We're going to have all the vocabulary and stuff on the website, so check it out.
All right, we'll see you guys there.
Bye.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Loose-fitting undershorts with an elastic waistband. Boxers. Clothes that need to be washed. Laundry. Close-fitting legless underpants with an elastic waistband. Briefs. Very amusing. Hilarious. Underwear. Undies.
Let's try that faster.
Clothes that need to be washed. Laundry. Close-fitting legless underpants with an elastic waistband. Briefs. Very amusing. Hilarious. Underwear. Undies. Loose-fitting undershorts with an elastic waistband. Boxers.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Laundry. Okay, it's your time to do the laundry. Laundry. Give me all your dirty laundry. I'm doing the washing today. Laundry. She had nothing else to do, so she did the laundry. Hilarious. It was very hilarious when my friend fell over. Hilarious. She didn't think it was hilarious when her brother chucked a tomato at her. Hilarious. The comedy show I saw last week was hilarious. I want to see it again. Undies. I think I will wear blue undies today. Undies. I forgot to pack my undies for this trip. I'll have to buy some more. Undies. I can't find my undies. What will I do? Briefs. These briefs fit nicely against my body. Briefs. I prefer briefs over boxers because they don't fall down all the time like boxers tend to. Briefs. These briefs are too tight for my liking. Boxers. I like boxers because they are not too tight. Boxers. He looked in his drawer for some boxers to wear, but they were all dirty. Boxers. I heard a rumor that it is better for a man's health if he wears boxers.